Let's get this thing going.
Hello, America. This is
the fastest 2 hours in radio.
I think we really need like an intellectual revolution.
Now, of course, this is not so much a show as it is a special event.
The Morning Edge with Fox 2's Vic Faust,
We need to have a little talk here.
Chris Knight,
Hang on.
and Eric Johnson.
The more bizarre he gets,
The more people like him.
A complex mechanism that in itself must be operated by an even more complex entity, you.
The Morning Edge starts now.
Hey guys, we are starting 8 o'clock sharp. Good morning, July 14th. Welcome into the show. This is The Edge, the fastest 2 hours of morning talk radio. Glad everybody's here. If you can get to a pool and get off today sounds like a day to play hooky. Good pool day. I don't think we're going to have horrible humidity yet again. Yet lots of sunshine. We're going to Chris's. Chris, you have a pool yet?
Not yet.
Oh.
Working on it, though.
Stop it. Seriously?
Yeah.
Here at the home that you currently live in?
Yes.
Oh, so that means
Crystal has a pool, though.
Yeah, you guys can come to my house.
Crystal does have a pool.
Even if you don't get in, it's nice. We have this like little waterfall, so you can just sit and listen.
Why would you come to your house, look at your great pool,
And not get in?
and not get in?
I don't know. Some people do. I gotta be honest. Some people do.
That's
Suit
like
on
going.
and everything.
That's
but
like going to the restaurant and looking at all the good food and not eating any.
Are you one of them people, Crystal?
No, I usually get in.
Yeah, of course you do.
Yeah.
Chris Knight's here, Crystal Cooper. I'm Vic Faust to Fox 2. Eric Johnson on his way. So anyway, the weather's great today. Hopefully you get out and enjoy it. We're trying to stay happy and stay positive after watching the Cardinals lose last night.
I know.
You guys trash, dude. I'm telling you. Guy, what's his name?
Gallegos.
Gallegos.
Oh, God.
Yeah, he is.
They need to have like a fire sale.
It's not.
He's cheap.
Yeah, it's. I blame the GM as I started at the beginning of the year because I said he's going into the season without pitching. Sure enough. Now, their bullpen has been decent lately, but they're up and down and all around, and they don't have enough starting pitchers. And then because they didn't have enough pitchers the night before, they had to use everybody. Then their manager, who's a first-year manager, who's young, he's learning on the job. Let's just get real. They fired Mike Schilt, and this is your young guy. So, Ali Marmol, I'm sorry, I like him, but he's learning on the job.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sorry, but his decisions and if you're angry, go back to the ownership, the DeWitts. This is not 2011 anymore. We're 11 years removed.
Mm-hmm.
The Cardinals are very far away from competing for a World Series. So let's just be realistic. They don't go up against these other teams that are putting the best rosters together. Just think about this. Milwaukee at the start of the year. Milwaukee freaking Wisconsin put a better team together than the Cardinals. Before the season began, every single expert has picked the Brewers to win the division because they have more talent. So that's on you, Mo.
They have no hitters.
That's you, Mo. I know.
They have no hitters.
But they all thought that they were, but they were predicted to have a better team.
Yeah, sometimes it takes a while.
So you let Milwaukee put a better team together than you. So Mo, that's on you, DeWitt. That's on you. And then it all just, as the saying goes, crap travels downhill.
Yeah,
Okay, there you go.
But I mean, so the Yankees, the last time they won was what, 09? And they're just like coming back around. So sometimes it does. They go through like these phases of like having really strong teams and then rebuilding and then whatever. So
Yeah,
I wouldn't hit them too hard, but you're right. Marmol is definitely learning a little bit on the job.
They're a long way away from competing from a World Series.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm not disagreeing,
And it's sad
but I'm
because
saying
they've
that's
got the
because we're
MVP.
working on it.
You got Goldschmidt, who's the MVP, and this is what's happening.
I know.
And then Yachty, I've heard some rumors that he may not be back until August. He's just chilling in Puerto Rico, doesn't want to be back. During
Rehabbing his right knee.
Yeah, allegedly, I repeat, allegedly, doing his own rehabbing in Puerto Rico, getting, quote, special privileges to be there. They don't have eyes on him every day. There's some things that we can't say publicly. It just makes you wonder. It's like, really, Yachty? You're just going to disappear again? The second time you've disappeared during this season, during your best friend's final season, Pujols, the leadership. So whatever.
I hope everything's okay though, other than the knee, because this
knows?
isn't like him.
When my friend sees him out walking around the neighborhood in Puerto Rico and says, yes, my friend is his neighbor. And it's like, it doesn't add up, but whatever.
He's done, man. He's done.
So it's just sad, but whatever. Cardinals blew a 6-0 lead. And I know we have listeners all across the country. You may not care about that, but in St. Louis, we do care because we're baseball fans. And, we remember the Cardinals that used to be really good. Now we have a team that's just over 500. So they're basically a 500 team, and we don't want to accept that. The Cardinals are just an average team and an organization that's become very average. And it is what it is. So life's about expectation, right, Crystal?
Yeah, sure.
It is. And we think that we're really cool in St. Louis, but we're not. Our team's not that cool. I'm sorry, and our ownership isn't. So it is what it is,
That's your opinion.
And what have they shown us?
I mean, I don't
I'm
think it's
talking
as
about
bad
facts.
as you're going pretty like.
I know I am,
negative.
but I'm looking at numbers. I'm looking at straight numbers and facts.
But if you compare us to
I'm not
everybody else
talking about
out
this-
there,
I'm
we're
not
still
talking about
like
the
way
sil-
up here.
No, well, I'm not talking about the silly people that spend all the money and continue to support the team when DeWitt doesn't support the team. Let's find out what happens at the trade deadline and see if the Cardinals are serious about this season.
Mhm.
What could be Wainwright, Molina, and Pujols' final year.
Mhm.
Let's go. Let's see what they got. Kevin says, Vic, I thought the same thing. It's just whatever. It is what it is. There you go. And then, of course, the Blues lose David Perron yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
St. Louis fan favorite. They can't afford him. And Vladimir Tarasenko at the same time. So they can't get rid of Tarasenko because nobody wants Tarasenko. And we get Tarasenko instead of David Perron. I'm not happy about that. Especially a guy that wanted to be here, get shipped out, and then a guy who doesn't want to be here stays. It's like, oh my God, I feel like the sports world in St. Louis is caving in on us. But anyway, trying to stay positive. We're here. We take your calls as well, 636-695-2915, 636-695-2915. You can also jump in on Facebook as always. 100.7 The Viper. Share the show. We love it when you do. You can also jump in on The Viper. You can jump in on The Morning Edge. And, of course, that's at YouTube, The Morning Edge. Lots of things going on in the world, as always. One thing that made Crystal very, very happy was reading a story this morning because it was in Wildwood, her backyard.
It made me really happy.
You were smiling.
That wasn't a happy thing.
What kind of laughing smile was that?
It wasn't. I just couldn't believe that someone had 400 pounds of meth. It was more of like a shock laugh smile combo.
Wasn't it? Was it like I thought?
Pounds of what?
Whoa, of methamphetamines.
Yeah, and crystal meth. Is there a
Yeah.
difference?
Oh, don't ask me.
Have you liked your name being part of a drug? Have people like crystal meth?
No.
I mean, seriously, you're crystal meth. Hey, Crystal Cooper, crystal
Right.
meth.
Oh man.
Your poor
No.
parents. They had no idea what crystal meth was when they named you.
Yeah, probably not.
And then you happen to live right in the heart of crystal meth country.
Yeah, so historic bust out of Wildwood.
400. Is it over?
68-year-old man too. He
What?
wasn't like no young guy.
Well, I mean,
I just that's a lot.
sometimes you got to be intelligent to make this stuff. You got to be a chemist, just like the series.
So it didn't make me happy. That was like a shock laugh. Sometimes when I'm in shock, or even like when I was younger and my dad would be yelling at me, I get like a stupid smirk on my face, and I just cannot help it at all. I know I shouldn't. And he'd be like, "You think something's funny?" And I'd be like, "No, sir. I promise I don't think anything's funny." So it was like the same kind of like shock. Oh my gosh, 400 pounds.
Okay, is that help me out here? Is it one like big like boulder and you just chip away at it if you're putting or is it in packaging?
This looks like it's all in like
You have a picture?
certain packages.
What?
Yeah.
Finding this?
It's like on a desk. It's on
What
Fox
website?
2.
I'm on Fox 2. I don't see anything on Fox 2.
I don't know. It's a
Are you? No.
yeah.
I'm on the website. I don't see any of the meth stuff. Oh,
Are you serious?
yeah. Well, you know my computer here, man.
It's on every news channel.
No, I heard about it this morning, but I can't find It's not on
Okay,
our.
it says 3 containers containing suspected meth and packaging materials totaling 476 pounds were found.
400 what?
76 pounds were found in a St. Louis County storage unit.
I got a picture of it. Oh, they're in blocks.
Yeah.
That's how meth is
he's-
packaged.
Yeah, so he's being charged with 1 count of possession with an intent to distribute.
Is his name Hunter Biden?
I was wondering the same thing.
Did he look for videos whenever he gets meth and professionals? He gets cameras for whatever reason. If that isn't the definition of narcissism, I got meth and I'll just be nice, professionals. I'm gonna get a camera. I mean, seriously.
Yeah, no. And he's arguing over how much it weighed.
Oh
It's
my
like,
God. 2 pounds? Is that 2 pounds? We got 2 pounds of crack. It's called a big man.
Yep.
Kevin, I appreciate it. This kind of seems like a Eric joke, but man, that guy wasn't messing around. Okay, that fell way hard. Never mind. I tried. Good morning to everybody else, Margie.
Yeah, what are these strings attached to them for?
You crack me up.
That's the part I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't get that either. Chris, that's kind of your world.
What's that?
Meth.
Oh, it is?
There's a picture. They have them. It looks like aluminum foil. They look like long blocks of cheese wrapped
Yeah, it looks
up.
like Velveeta's, right?
Exactly.
Chunks of Velveeta.
And it appears as if they have strings attached to the packaging hanging down.
Like 3-foot string, like rope. I don't understand that part.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
They look like little bombs.
Yeah, almost.
Like you would light a long wick.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if the story says that, but I heard this on radio this morning. Did you hear what the value is? The street value of 476 pounds of crystal meth?
Oh, God. What? Over a couple million? Over $1 million?
$1 million bucks. $1 million of crystal meth in your kitchen in Wildwood.
In a storage unit. Could you imagine being the guy next to that guy's storage unit, pulling up at the same time, being like, dude, what are you doing on over there? That's probably how he got busted, right? Someone probably saw him in the storage unit place.
Oh, there's some crazy
Wouldn't you
stuff.
think? Aren't there
I don't
cameras?
know.
How would you do this where there's cameras? Storage units have lots of cameras. I don't know.
Yeah.
Obviously not smart. He got caught.
Well, yeah, you shouldn't trust anybody. There's just a lot of crazy going on in the world. There really is. Last night over at Fox 2. Okay, initially, we talked about it in the show. We were going to try to have a debate, a Republican Senate debate for all the candidates running for U.S. Senator from the state of Missouri. Every now and then, you get a whack job that shows up at the TV station wanting to talk to somebody here, wanting to talk to somebody there. We have security, and they're great. And they're around 24/7. Some dude, right? Here's what we did. To be inclusive, we sent out letters to everyone who had registered to run that if you make our criteria list, we will have you here for our debate, which is scheduled for July 13th. As we know, the debate didn't happen because Schmidt and Greitens did not want to debate. And that's why it did not happen. There you go. We were going to have the official statewide debate on all of our stations for Fox 2. Well, it didn't happen. We also sent out letters to everybody who did not make the final cut, who did not meet the, quote, criteria. Well, last night, some guy showed up, and he knew that there wasn't a debate, or at least he knew that he wasn't going to be a part of it. He showed up demanding to be let into the debate because he was a registered candidate for the Republican Senate. And then he wouldn't leave. Then he went to Twitter, and he's broadcasting live from a nearby parking lot. I don't know where I am. I don't know what's going. Just ripping. I'm the best candidate. You know, and then driving around. So I don't know. It was suggested that we call Maryland Heights Police. I don't know if that happened or not, but these things happen on occasion. For example, I've never asked for it. I would feel a little strange having security walk me to my car.
Why?
I wouldn't. I just would. I don't know. Not unless I felt some clear and present danger. But our ladies, every one of our females gets walked to their car.
That's nice. Clear Channel. I'd get off at 3 a.m. downtown, and I didn't have anybody walking me to my car.
No, it was not McCloskey. No. The four that were invited to the debate were Billy Long, Vicky Hartzler, Eric Greitens, Eric Schmidt, because they were the top four leading in percentage. If you get more than that, debates become very convoluted. It's very difficult. So anyway, what was I talking about?
I'm trying to get in. You were going to call the police.
They were talking about calling the police, but I don't know. Eventually, the guy left. He wanted to be a part of it. No, it's not McCloskey, but whatever.
But were you nervous leaving last night at all? No?
No, never
Okay.
have been. No, I've only been nervous as two times. One, I was working before I moved into the full-time anchoring. I was out shooting my own story. So I was called a one-man band, and I was in a bad part of Detroit, and I was told I needed to leave. Actually, it was screamed to me from a rooftop. So as I was walking down a side street, and I was like, oh, my God. And I'm by myself.
Yeah.
The other time was, and I think I shared it on the show before, the Red Wings had just won the Stanley Cup. I think it was 2007. And they were at their victory parade downtown. Everybody's having a blast. The weather was great, but there was only one spot where reporters could run up and talk to the players. They would lean over and talk to you, and it was all organized and ready to go. Well, these nasty arse fans started losing their mind because when we would run up to talk to them, and of course I was going to let anybody beat me, so I get them all first because we had the official coverage. We had a live show going. So I'm running up and talking to all the players who were leaning over, and then I would run back to the side, then wait for the next car, truck, whatever to come through. Mm-hmm. They were pissed because they couldn't get pictures. I was ruining their players, their favorite players.
Because you were in all the pictures.
Yes.
Or they were leaning down, not waving.
They started cussing me out, and it started with this old woman who was about 65, 7. I mean, she just,
wow.
I'll never forget looking at me with her gray hair. She looked at me, and she's like, how dare you do that? And then they started chanting, go home 7. Go home 7, because I worked for Channel 7. Like, I'm not just like...
And you're
like,
live.
Like 75 people. Well, I was only live when I'd go there. I wish that it was live, because I called my boss. I said, Andrea, I got to get out of here. I mean, people are literally like coming up all around me from behind, cussing at me, spitting at me. This is the worst experience. Oh, my God, the coverage looks great. Just stay right there. Just stay right there. I'm like, I'm just telling you, people are going to hate me. And they'll remember it for a long time because I'm doing my damn job.
Yeah. Out of all the jobs that
worst experience ever had.
Yeah. Out of all the jobs my husband's worked in and out of sports, he said that the craziest after party or the craziest time was when LA hosted the All-Star game for hockey. And it was insane. It was just he said the fans are just different for sure.
No doubt. So anyway, guy showed up. I guess he ended up leaving. Which leads into the whole political spectrum. We did a story last night on Fox 2 News at 10. It was our lead story. Andy Banker did it. Did you guys see the video? Okay, there's a man who's running for state representative. And I was trying to help him out. I asked him to call in this morning, give him some publicity. And he cut me off Twitter. I sent him a message last night, followed him. He followed me back. I was like, hey, can you call in and kind of talk about this? And then I reminded him this morning on Twitter, and my message isn't going through anymore. He cut me off. Huh. So I was going to try to help the guy. Now I'm not, but people will see him anyway because I'm talking about him. But I wonder about this guy and who he is and what he's about, the fact that he would just cut off the messaging. But he sent out mailers for his political party. He's a Republican. Well, one of the people who got a mailer was so irate that he was Republican and a Trump supporter. He showed up on his doorstep, and the entire event was caught on Ring. We have it on fox2now.com. There was a 56-year-old man that walked, well, we've got it there on our website as well, walked up to the front door of Buddy Hardin, who's running in the 106th district seat, and started banging on the door. Hardin wasn't home, but the man was holding one of 7,000 campaign mailers that he had mailed out in his district. So anyway, Hardin says, I'm pro-life, pro-police, pro-Trump conservative. Well, then the man was yelling vulgarities at Hardin's wife, who answered the door. Then I hope he gets shot. Tell him to leave his pro-Trump expletive on his own expletive porch. Him and Trump, he's a treasonist, effing Republicans, F him, and F your husband. I hope he gets shot by a kid with an AR.
Wow, that's not okay.
And this is all seen on the Ring video of their porch. The man was arrested and issued a summons for peace disturbance. That is not allowed.
No.
Just to remind everybody. Now, Hardin says, all I put on the mailer was pro-Trump, not even policies about Trump. That was enough to make him think he should walk out of his house, get into his car, drive 3 miles. It's a series of decisions that he made that all led to this not good situation because my wife was in fear at that point. When I saw the video, I was in fear as well.
That's crazy.
So people can say, oh, it's just Trumpers who are no, it's also the people who hate Trump and people who hate Republicans. It goes both ways.
You just can't act like that.
Yeah, he
I don't
literally just torched Hardin's wife, which was ridiculous. So, oh, you know what? Maybe he didn't. No, maybe he didn't cut me off. You know why? I just forgot about this. And that's why I'm glad I did the story. Twitter's not working.
Oh.
Maybe we can't get Hardin on. I forgot. I'm looking at it right now, and then I remembered this morning, Twitter's been off for a while.
Really? I'm not on Twitter. Wait,
Yeah.
like a while? Like just this morning?
I think overnight. Twitter's been down.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Amy Bittner just says it. Twitter's down today. Shelley, Twitter down since 2 a.m. Thanks, guys. You guys are the best on this line.
Ladies, do you know why?
And we're showing you the video of that guy that went to Buddy's house. Buddy didn't do anything wrong. You're allowed to do a mailer. Buddy did everything legal. And then this guy shows up at his house going absolutely insane. I don't know. I mean, you don't know what could happen. And she answered the door. Buddy's wife answered the door in that whole situation as well. I don't know. And there's the ad. Some things just put people off. And we already know people are crazier in this time. They just are, unfortunately. And another reason to have doorbell video.
Yeah.
At your house. And more than one. You know, you can put those things anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
All around. I mean, did you say you guys are doing that at the lake? Is that what you were telling me?
Oh, we have security at the lake too.
Oh, okay. Because I remember yesterday I thought you said something was going on where...
Yeah, no, I mean, it'll be fixed. It's okay.
Nobody's trying to break in?
No, oh, God, I hope not. That would not be good.
Chris, anybody ever try to break in anything you own?
No, not really.
I've only had cars broken into.
Aaron says there's a reason all California NFL teams hold records for fight in the stands. Getting into that whole mix about California doing that. Aaron says they're cleaning those bots before the Elon case.
You know, Facebook
totally
went down before they went to Capitol Hill.
Yeah, Elon's playing Twitter like he has from the start. He's not a dumb guy. He knows
he's a genius.
He's a genius. He knows exactly what he's doing. And of course, Twitter goes down all of a sudden before they really start to look at that. Twitter was lying. Elon caught it. It was from a business standpoint. Elon's a genius. Twitter is not. Their board's one of the worst boards for a major company or an organization in the history of business. And there you go. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. We're rocking and rolling already here. 8:23 is our time. Thursday, July 14th. We're just getting started here on The Edge. Still a lot to come. We're going to take your ideas for stories. We'll hear what you guys want to go and talk about. Very interesting. LeBron James getting political again because that's what he does. We'll tell you about LeBron and Brittany Griner and what's going on there. Oh, yeah. And then the wholesale inflation, not 9.1, 11.3% in June. Accelerating way more than what was expected. Are you feeling it? What do you see that's going up? There are some things that are still, some products that haven't gone up that much, but there are some others that are like, my God. I looked at the price of eggs yesterday and it blew me away. I never even realized it. And is it changing how you buy things? We'll get into all of it. It is The Edge, the fastest 2 hours of morning talk radio. Chris Knight, Crystal Cooper, I'm Vic Faust of Fox 2. Back with much more right after this.
love these guys. They make funny with their mouths.
The Edge Morning Show.
Are you ready for the 2022 Lincoln County Fair? Check it out, July 12th through the 16th in Troy, Missouri. You pay one price at the gate and get free carnival rides, concerts, tractor pulls, and demo derby. Friday night, enjoy the Excalibur truck pull and the Outlaw Summer Shootout tractor pull. Enjoy the figure eight scrambler at the derby track. On Saturday night, come watch the demo derby. On Saturday, Tracy Bird will open up for the Oak Ridge Boys. Visit LincolnCountyFair.net for more.
How long does it take to tackle a home project? With Angie, you could cross it off your list before this ad is over. Just tell us what you need, indoor or outdoor, repair or redesign, and we handle the rest, sending a top pro to get it done. You don't have to lift a finger, except to tap the screen or click the mouse. Plus, Angie is free to use. So bring us your next home project, and we'll bring it home. Download the app or go to Angie.com. That's ANGI.com to get started.
Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if a prescription is appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for full details and important safety information. Subscription required. Refund available for 60 days after purchase.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same but is 90% cheaper? And you can get it online? Just go to 4hims.com/joy. At Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation, discreet shipping if prescribed, a 100% online process, and trusted generic alternatives to the biggest brands at 90% off. That's right, get generic for Viagra, the same active ingredient as brand name Viagra, but 90% cheaper. It's the same medication you get from your doctor, but with zero copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. Results are guaranteed or your money back. To start your free online visit, you need to go to this exclusive address, 4hims.com/joy. That's 4hims.com/joy for your free online visit. FORHIMS.com/JOY.
Kelley Blue Book is the one-stop shop for pricing, fixing, selling, and instant cash offering. Instant cash offer is exactly what it sounds like. An official offer to buy or trade your car. Just enter your VIN or license plate, answer a few questions about your car's history, and what kind of condition it's in. In minutes, you'll receive an offer to sell or trade your car that you can be sure is fair. Then choose a dealer to purchase your car and schedule a time to meet. For all of the its, KBB.com.
Hey, Brian Dawson here. Folks, Brian Dawson Roofing and Construction is a roofing company dedicated to excellence and quality. We are very familiar with working with insurance as well as uninsured roofing needs. We do room additions, small roofs, big roofs, steep roofs, flat roofs, residential and commercial. So hey, if you have any roofing or construction needs, call me, Brian Dawson.
Learn more by visiting BrianDawsonRoofing.com or call 636-465-9465. That's 465-9465.
Hi, this is Conrad Bellman at Bellman's Carnection in St. Peters. Right now, we're buying any pre-owned vehicles. At Bellman Carnection, we will take anything on trade: farm, house, truck, cars, and SUVs. Bring into a Bellman pre-owned car, truck, SUV, or van today. The inventory is always fresh, so hurry in before someone else buys the one you want. Bellman's Carnection in St. Peters at Highway 70 and 370, where you will never pay the max. Online at carnection.com.
Thanks, everyone, for baking your way here on this toasty morning. Are you all ready to jam? Excellent. Before we get rolling, let's start by hashing out everything bagel we'll be discussing. Profit margins are okay, but they could maybe be butter. Sorry, I don't mean to waffle. Next quarter, it's all or muffin. Did you have a question, Sausage Patty?
My name's Patricia.
When you can't take your mind off breakfast, it matters where you stay. Delicious breakfast available at our Hilton family of brands. Hilton, for the stay.
Here comes more of the Edge Morning Show.
Welcome back to the show. It is The Edge, the fastest 2 hours of morning talk radio. Oh, yeah. Eric Johnson showed up. Good morning. Good morning.
Hi.
Good morning. Eric's wearing his iconic shirt this morning. We appreciate you joining us. The fastest 2 hours of morning talk radio. It is The Edge. What are you smiling about, buddy?
I had no idea I was wearing an iconic shirt. I didn't. I just picked it up.
Stop it.
I'm serious.
I believe you. For whatever reason, I do believe you. Eric Johnson, Chris Knight, Crystal Cooper. I am Vic Faust with Fox 2. Glad you're jumping in with us this morning. We were just talking about the story. Eric, I'm not sure if you heard us talking about what the man Buddy Harden running for state representative had to deal with. He sent out a simple mailer, as you'll get in the mail, whether you like to see the Republican, Democratic, or Independent mailer. Well, I asked Buddy to call in. Buddy's on the phone. Buddy, thanks for joining us for the first time on The Edge. You're running for Missouri State Representative, I believe, is it the 106th District?
Yes, it is. But first of all, I just want to thank you for having me and thank you for.
But, Buddy, you're cutting out. I don't know where you are. If there's a better spot of the home or somewhere else, you're cutting in and out.
Better?
We heard better.
Better?
Yeah, there we go. We appreciate it.
Okay.
No, thanks for joining us. I'm glad Andy Banker did the story.
Introducing me with the classic "Staying Alive" by the Bee Gees. That was.
There you go. We got it.
Kind of appropriate. That's what we're trying to do. Is just stay alive.
Oh my God. We were telling people to check out the video on Fox 2. Andy Banker, my colleague, did the story with you last night. That video is very scary. I guess when your wife answered the door when you weren't there, I guess there was nothing suspicious about him at that point in time. I guess when she opened the door.
No, he wasn't suspicious looking or anything like that. And people come to our door. I mean, we live in Newtown, and it's a pretty neighborly place, and people stop by. People, there's a lot of people campaigning, and so no, there was nothing that gave her any idea at all.
I was curious. One thing that did the guy end up leaving, or did your wife have to call police and have him removed from your property?
No, he left. There's no, he left. He walked away, and that's when he was leaving. That's when the threats really started. Was when he got off the porch and got to his car, and the video clicked off, and then the video restarts, and she just stands there and makes sure he leaves, and he yells back at her, do you have a problem? And she says, no. He goes, well, I'll back up for you. So it was like right to the very last second, he was still being, threatening. So no, but nothing indicated. He looked like a normal person. I mean, they fuzzed his identity on the TV.
I'm a little lost.
Video,
is he just a drunk cat walking around Newtown?
Yeah, or do you guys know him?
No. He got the brochure.
He got the mailer.
Got the brochure, and he lives like three miles away. So he got the brochure and got in his car. He had marked up the brochure, which they didn't. You'd have to edit it out. The brochure was covered in expletives.
Okay.
Blank U written all over the police endorsements. He called Trump a word on one side and put an X through his face, and then called me the same word and drew an arrow to me.
So
and
he he
left the brochure. So that's how we knew his name and address.
So he was just
the police go, the police asked, do you think you know who the guy is? I go, I think it's this guy.
but it's a little disheartening knowing that the cat is just walking around Newtown now. He's still not resolved his feelings somehow. And
with some loose screws.
I don't know. I mean, he doesn't live in Newtown, so everybody he lives in Midtown, St. Charles. So he doesn't live in Newtown. So everybody in Newtown, don't worry about it.
What's Midtown St. Charles?
Well, he lives by kind of in the Duchesne High School area.
Oh, that's okay. I didn't even know that was considered Midtown. Thank you for helping me.
Well, so I don't think he has any kind of criminal record. I don't know. I mean, he was arrested that evening and was held in custody overnight. He had a bond, and I think he was out on Sunday.
Yeah, for disturbing the peace, because that's not a felony. So
no, it's a municipal court violation. But the prosecuting attorney's office of the county can always look at municipal cases like this, and if they feel they warrant state charges, they have the right to do that. So I don't.
So what was his problem when he came up to the door?
Well, apparently, he is no fan of former President Trump, because that's what set him off, is that he was complaining about, first of all, complaining about putting this literature on his porch, which wasn't. It was mailed to him. And then that Trump, he started, you could tell he really wished I was there, because he was like, all contorted and, I can't talk to you the way I really want to talk.
Yeah.
and then he started, but then he went ahead and started talking that way, though. He even tried to, at the beginning, he looked like he changed some words. They weren't as bad, but then he just couldn't help himself. By the end of the video, he was in full TDS, is I guess what we call it, right? Trump derangement syndrome. I haven't seen a better example in a while than that. So,
And that was a good opportunity for you to sit there and have a debate with him. Say, let's talk. I'd love to talk to you about what
that's what I would have tried to do that.
What do you think Trump did that was so bad? I mean, let's go point by point with the guy. What?
Yeah, he didn't. I don't think he was in that mood.
Okay. Yeah.
Because he said, like I said, I wasn't there, and my wife did not engage him at all. If you see in the video, all she said was, "God bless you." That was her response as she was had slurs, yelled at her. And she, people that know my wife, Barbara J. Hall, she was the recorder of deeds in St. Charles County for 32 years. She was elected 8 times, and, ran a professional office and was the highest vote getter in all of St. Charles County for most of that time.
Okay.
So, people know her. They know how nice she is.
Well, but
7 kids, 13 grandkids, 5 great-grandkids. This lady did not deserve to be talked to that way.
Well, thankfully you guys are safe, but now a lot more people, they know your name. You're like your main news right now.
I guess it's a dual-edged sword in a way. We really struggled with about, do we publicize this? Do we just tell a few friends to, warn? First thing I did was just warn other state representatives in the area.
Yeah, you did the right
around
thing.
here.
You need to put that public.
I called them, a few, and let them know that there's people out there. But then I decided that, the civil discourse has to change in this country. And the only way to change it is to publicize how bad it is. And to show people, mostly on the other side, that you have a price to pay if you choose to break the law. And that's the thing, is people have seen, people on the left for 2 years have seen people on their side burn cities, beat up Trump supporters, tear down cities, break windows without getting arrested, without any accountability at all. And I've learned, in 29 years in criminal justice system, I ran a probation office for 29 years. We held people accountable, and that works. Accountability works. So I figured, we just going to have to bite the bullet here. Not literally, but we can't worry about if this makes us a bigger target.
Well, we appreciate you joining us today, buddy. That's for sure. And I don't think he'll be coming back to your house. And
I'm so sorry that happened.
I don't think so. I really don't want to. Well, I won't say that. Yeah, I don't want to have a discussion with him at this point.
Well, we'll be watching for you.
Unless he emails me. If he emails me, I'll.
Oh, yeah, you let us know. But we'll be watching for you when the election comes up. How can people get to learn more about you? Do you have a website?
Yeah, votersforhardin.com. And then Facebook, you can search it. That's where most people do it now.
All right, Buddy Hardin.
Buddy Hardin for State Representative 106 is on Facebook.
Hey, thanks for joining us this morning.
And for everybody out there, Hardin is Hardin.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not an E and no G.
There you go.
Hey, thanks, buddy. Have a great day, man.
Okay, thank you. You too.
All right.
Bye. Bye.
Buddy Hardin running for state rep in the 106th district.
You think this guy got this idea because he's been watching all these other people go to people's houses and he's like, hey, this is okay now? Like, we're in an atmosphere that
I don't know.
Because this is getting out of hand.
It's
like
not gonna
Supreme
stop.
Court,
Yeah, it's not
these
gonna stop.
judges.
If the
like,
Supreme Court
now
can't be
people
protected.
running,
I had something like that happen to something like that happened to me when the whole election thing was going on, and it was in a Cracker Barrel parking lot, and I pulled up in my BMW.
Oh, I remember
that?
this. Yeah, you got to tell this story again. Well, this was during the election about 2 years ago,
Yes,
right?
it was. And my wife and I and my daughter were in the car, and we pulled up into a Cracker Barrel parking lot. And the guy was mad because I took this spot that was towards the front of the building, and he pulled out, and he's like, beep, beep, why did you park there?
Wait a second. You're just pulling in normal, driving normal
yeah.
speed, and you just parked in a spot.
Yeah, he was mad because I parked in the spot.
Was he waiting for the spot?
I don't think so. Because
You didn't
he was
do one of those
he was already,
zoom in quick things, and you took somebody else's spot.
No,
did
he
you?
was already parked.
Oh, okay.
And then he's like, F you, you're a Trump supporter. I'm like, what? And he was like an old hippie dude, in his 60s. And his wife was there.
Sounds like somebody from PRL.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Worse than that. But anyway, so I don't have any Trump stickers on my car. He just put 2 and 2 together because I guess he figured, oh, this guy's got money. He must be a Trump supporter.
No,
All because you
and he was
pulled
just
it.
an asshole.
Did you say anything back?
Oh yeah. I sure did.
Say hello to my little friend Pepe.
Yeah, I sure did. And
But at the Cracker Barrel of all places?
Yeah, out of all places. And, he just continued to walk away from me, which was the smartest thing he could have
Wait,
done.
but he got out of his car?
Yeah, he was out. He was getting ready to walk into the restaurant.
Oh, my God.
And, it was the smartest thing that he could have done. So, yeah, I understand this guy's. But coming to your house, that's a little creepy.
Yeah, I guess so. But at the same point, nothing surprises me anymore.
No.
Nothing.
No,
Because-
the world has changed.
Yeah, I mean,
It's a dangerous place now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
If you're
it's
gonna
not
run-
changing back anytime
If
soon.
you're going to run and put your life out there, you better have some balls.
mm-hmm.
You better have some balls, and you better be able
Better
to
have
stick.
a gun.
Well,
I mean, this guy could have simply just broke into this guy's house.
Yeah. Just shoved his wife out of the way.
Right.
Well, I mean, you had that coming down. There's just a lot of this stuff. I mean, we talked about the 476-pound block of crystal meth in Wildwood, worth $1 million. I don't know how they ended up finding that. But then another situation, heck, we were dealing with this 2 days ago. There was a motel raid. These things are happening. We were talking about 16 people arrested in one raid. Weapons, drugs, guns seized. It was
this the Days Inn
a
in
multi-
Rockford, Illinois?
no, but they need to go
They
there.
ain't got that kind of money.
I mean, this was multi-agency. I mean, you had St. Louis City, you had St. Louis County, you had FBI, you had U.S. Marshals. They were at the Northwestern Inn. It's called the Northwestern Inn, which is at the intersection of Natural Bridge Avenue and Goodfellow. I mean, there's just a lot of crap that happens there. A lot of accidents, a lot of tickets, a lot of shootings.
oh yeah.
Unfortunately, it's right in the middle of turf territory.
A lot of crime.
And
Imagine that.
so they went in there. I mean, law enforcement took 27 guns. 6 had been stolen.
That's it?
I thought it would have been more than that.
Me too.
Fentanyl, which is, you just don't, when you acquire fentanyl, you just don't go in and pick it up. I mean, it's a serious deal. I mean, just exposure to fentanyl, straight fentanyl, can kill you. Crack cocaine, heroin, marijuana.
Were they
drug
using the
packaging
motel as a stash house?
Who knows?
That's what it sounds
But
like.
these are like movies.
Yeah.
I mean, that's major.
Speaking of the fentanyl, did you hear the story about the woman who picked up the dollar bill?
Yeah.
And
She thinks.
and that they were thinking that was what was on the dollar bill, and she got really sick. She said between washing her hands being wet, using alcohol sanitizer, and picking up this dollar bill off the ground, the police said that they weren't sure if it was purposely done or if it was just something they were using while they were doing that. But I mean, she got instantaneously sick just from touching it.
Yeah.
And they show it like in a hazmat bag, just the dollar bill.
Did they do testing on? I know she was a Kentucky mom who said when she initially touched a dollar bill and then she couldn't breathe.
Yeah.
So I didn't know if it was something she was allergic to. We're told fentanyl can do that to you as well. That the poisoning's there.
I don't blame our leaders anymore. I blame the idiots who vote these leaders in. Now, where is this? Whose thumb would this have been under? Is this St. Louis City?
It's right on the border of St. Yeah, I think it would have been under St. Louis City because it's right there. It's right on the border of North County.
Man, I don't blame Tashara. I don't blame our good friend down at the prosecutor's office. I don't blame
Kim Gardner.
I don't blame any of the aldermen. I blame you idiots who vote for these people. You want safe communities? You want to go clean up the mess? Do you want a garbage company that actually picks up your trash? So every time Vic tells one of these stories, just think about not the people that are in charge. Think about the voters who put these people in charge.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Or the lack
I don't
of
feel
people
sorry
voting.
for you guys anymore. You're the ones doing this to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You are not educated.
Yeah. Well, I think like through
It
the
is
years.
disgusting that St. Louis, Missouri has turned into this.
Yeah.
You're the laughing stock of the country right now.
This is going on everywhere, though.
Right.
Well, fine.
And I
then
think
they're
it's because
the laughing stock as well. Go down to Florida. Go to Pensacola. It's a beautiful city. It's run well. It's easy to run.
Mm-hmm.
You pick up the trash. You fill the potholes. You make good schools.
Yeah. People need to just vote in more elections than national elections. That's what I think has happened through the years. It's like I remember growing up and my parents were always going and voting. And I feel like the only time I ever hear people my age are going and voting is a presidential election.
It's because they think they're getting free stuff. They
Right.
look at it. They look at Bernie. That's who they equate. Okay, so younger people equate anything. It's in the mold of Bernie or AOC. They don't even understand what that's all about. They just understand like this guy that got attacked over at Newtown. They hate Trump because of his personality, not because of. That's why a Trump debate is easy. You just go laundry list, write down what he's done in the Middle East, what he's done for the economy, what he did with tariffs in the United States, and you win the debate. What do you hate about him? That he's orange and that he had a television show?
Yeah.
That he Twitters funny? That's why you hate him? That's why you hate him?
I know.
So, no, I every time we have one of these stories of a shooting or what Vic just brought up now, St. Louis City, you did it to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You have no police that are going to show up, and when they do, the detectives aren't going to care. They're not even going to write you. They're going to use invisible ink when they write down your notes,
Mm-hmm.
and they're going to walk away, and you're going to be in the cold. So you guys did it to yourself. So keep voting for these morons, and everybody will just move out of town.
Yeah.
Wentzville's great.
Hey, Wentzville's really good.
Should we honor
so
the
is
Holocaust?
Wildwood.
I keep wondering when they're going to start putting up high-rise places in different counties in St. Louis. When they go, you know what? We would love to have a high-rise business office, but not in St. Louis City. We'll put it out in Earth City.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden we start to build a new city in this area.
Yeah.
Did you hear about Joe Biden yesterday?
What?
Which part are you talking? I was like, what are you talking about, bud?
His latest gaffe, he said,
Wait, do you have a copy of it?
yeah, I got video of it.
Oh, we got it.
We'll
Yes.
do it when we come back.
Okay.
We'll do it when we come back.
What's the tease?
He mistakenly says they must keep alive the honor of the Holocaust while he's over in Israel. Yeah, he did it yesterday. Pretty good. He just can't talk.
Wait a minute.
man.
We must keep alive.
Mistakenly saying we must keep alive the honor of the Holocaust. That's what he says yesterday in a press conference in Israel.
I don't even get it.
No,
Neither does he.
neither does he exactly.
It
Well,
can't,
here,
you
we'll
can't
show
even,
the
you
video.
can't, it's almost like we're getting desensitized by
so
his
bad.
gaffes.
It's so bad.
It's like a gun violence in St. Louis. Every time he makes a gaffe, it's like, oh,
Well, you do get desensitized to it. There's no doubt about that.
that's
No.
painful. And then you move on.
Hey, Danny says, don't brag too much, Eric. Wentzville is great now, but people are still fleeing from St. Louis to St. Charles County, but are not changing their political party viewpoints.
That's true. That is damn true. Don't keep your demographic old mental prowess in your own city. We don't want it out here. We want it to be nice and safe.
Melinda says, we don't need any more people in Wentzville.
building a lot of hotels and stuff in Wentzville right now.
Are they really?
A lot of apartment complexes are going up.
The apartment complexes are everywhere. That's all over the St. Louis area. I do see that. And I
Yeah,
do agree with that.
Chesterfield, that Chesterfield Parkway area is getting built up right there.
Drew says, now you want to tell people how to vote, Eric? This isn't Russia.
I don't want to tell anybody how to do anything. I blame. So if you go like this, Drew, if you stick your head in the sand like an ostrich, which you do 90% of the time, not a problem. That's how, if people want to be an ostrich, that's cool with me. But if you don't want to bring your head up and go, oh my God, this place is a war zone, and you vote for that,
right?
Then Drew, that's you, dude, or the constituents down there in St. Louis. And the only reason we bring it up, Drew, is we would love to come down to St. Louis after 6 o'clock on any given evening and walk around and go see the aquarium and go walk down Washington Avenue, which is beautiful. Have a party down there, maybe go to Ballpark Village at 11 o'clock at night. We would love to do that. Now, I'm not even talking about walking farther north or farther south without weaponry. So, Drew, take your head out of the sand and just listen to what I'm saying. If you guys are a war zone down there, period. It's not your mayor's fault. You voted for her. You knew she was radical in the way that she thinks. You knew that your prosecutor's radical. So if you have crime, deal with it. But we're not coming anymore to spend our money down there.
Well, Chris found the gaffe where Biden, after landing in Israel, said, here's what he had to say.
We got to give it a second. Hold on 1 second.
Okay. He landed.
There we go. Let's do this.
Later today, I will once more return to the hollow ground of Yad Vashem to honor the 6 million Jewish lives stolen in the genocide. And continue, which we must do every day, continue to bear witness. To keep alive the truth and honor of the Holocaust, horror of the Holocaust.
Oh, my God.
Honor those we lost.
And once again, national media will never cover this. This is, today it's not funny.
Drew, you need to make a phone call, son.
Today it's not funny. Today it's even more concerning.
God.
How do you, these other countries, when he arrives, have to be going,
I know, right?
what the hell is going on?
I mean, I couldn't get Chicano out of my mouth yesterday, but I mean, that was like a birthday segment. He's speaking as the president of the United States, representing all of us, and he can't even say the names correctly.
Well, he also got very angry yesterday as well. I've got that video. I mean, it's people wanted to say things about Trump. It's not even there's no comparison. And when it comes to how to handle yourself, and we're getting stuff not even weekly. Now we're getting it daily. He can't. I feel bad because every time the president is out, we get something. This isn't our opinion. This is factual truth of him doing things.
Right.
When we come back, you're going to hear him get angry and yell at another reporter. Hey, Jack. He's just that old angry guy right now, and this is why, unfortunately, most Democrats in the latest polling from Gallup say we don't want him.
Yeah.
Like at at an over 70% rate.
Then what are they doing to stop it, media? What are you doing to stop
Eric,
it?
the national media is tainted. We've already talked about this, and it's not going to change.
Yeah, but they're the only ones that can logistically put this together.
And they're not going to.
They
It'll
did it
never
with
happen.
Trump.
Yeah,
Kamala
because
called
I already
somebody
told you.
breakfast tacos yesterday, too.
Kamala did it?
No, Kamala did not.
Yeah.
Jill Biden did.
Oh, I'm sorry. Jill Biden.
I was like, Chris,
Man,
what? Chris.
I almost had a conniption.
Oh, my God, Chris.
That's right. That almost gave you a coronary?
Yes, I was like, Chris. I try to keep up on everything. I was like, what? Oh, but no, we've
You know
got...
what? Kevin made a really good point on the
Facebook line?
Facebook line. He said, "I'm waiting for someone to put 'I resign immediately' on Biden's teleprompter."
Oh, that is good. That is so good.
He would lean in and say it, right?
I've done a really bad job. I resign.
I resign. Repeat line.
Repeat line.
I resign. I am
End of
running.
quote.
I am run. Well, remember when he was running for president? I'm running for U.S. Senate.
Yes. But he didn't have a prompter then. See?
I'm running for U.S. Senate.
Yeah. Good one, man.
Oh my
Great
God.
idea.
I resign immediately.
All you have to do is infiltrate his staff, type a little bit, you know.
Okay, when we come back, you'll hear more. Joe Biden getting angry at reporters. And Chris brings up Kamala.
Oh.
Well, Kamala.
She had a rough day yesterday, too.
She also is tweeting out and Instagramming pictures of African-American politicians saying, don't vote for them. They don't support us. I mean, this has reached a fever pitch.
Man.
What the hell is going on in Washington? As a media member, I'm just like, oh, my God, it gets worse every day.
Unbelievable.
Oh, man, why can't we all just get along and be nice to each other? Eric Johnson, Chris Knight, Crystal Cooper, and Vic Faust of Fox Studios, the fastest 2 hours of morning talk radio. Right here, jumping on the best Facebook interaction you're going to find anywhere, 100.7 The Viper. Back with more of your headlines and birthdays right after this.
The Troy Area Chamber of Commerce presents the 17th Annual Memories on Main Car Show in Troy, Saturday, August 6th. Rain or shine, Main Street in Troy will come alive with great cars, music, food, and much more. Registration runs from 8 a.m. until noon and awards at 3 p.m. Dash plaque for the first 200 registrations. For more information and registration, call 462-8769. That's 462-TROY. Visit TroyOnTheMove.com or like the Troy Chamber on Facebook. The 17th Annual Memories on Main Street Car Show in Troy, Saturday, August 6th.
From runny noses to running injuries to x-rays and labs, the BJC Medical Group Convenient Care in Wentzville is ready to help. Located at 1520 Wentzville Parkway, the Convenient Care is open throughout the day with BJC providers on hand to care for all patients 2 and older. With low co-pays and walk-ins welcome, it's your best medicine when you need it. To learn more about the BJC Medical Group Convenient Care in Wentzville, visit bjc.org/Wentzville.
Cutting the price of your wireless bill feels good. Really good. So good, you gotta try it. With Straight Talk, you can get our Silver Unlimited plan for just $45 a month. Now with unlimited high-speed data, plus 5 gigabytes hotspot data, and no contract, with nationwide 5G on America's best networks. Why pay a whole lot for your data when you can get unlimited for a whole lot less? Straight Talk Wireless. No contract, no compromise. 5G capable device required. Actual availability, coverage, and speed may vary. See terms and conditions at straighttalk.com.
If you owe the IRS back taxes, then get ready to pay up. The IRS has giant private collection agencies actively tracking down folks who owe the IRS. So if you think dodging them was stressful in the past, it's going to get a whole lot tougher. Optima Tax Relief has this advice. Don't wait. Solve your tax problems now before it's too late. Optima Tax Relief works to stop the demand letters, stop the aggressive collection actions, and stop the IRS collectors from targeting you. Ask Optima about the Fresh Start Initiative, one of the biggest breaks the IRS has ever offered. If you qualify, you could save thousands, and nobody knows this program better than they do. Optima is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, and they get results, having resolved over $1 billion of tax debt for their clients. Get a fresh start. Call today for your free consultation.
Call 800-624-7544. 800-624-7544. 800-624-7544.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
You work from home, and now home can be anywhere you want with an RV from Bill Thomas Camper Sales. RV travel is the ultimate social distancing for your family, and you know what you have with you and where it's been. For 55 years locally, family-owned, Bill Thomas Camper Sales has had the highest quality for every budget, and they have guidelines in place for your safe shopping experience. Travel in comfort and safety with a visit to Bill Thomas Camper Sales in Wentzville. For details, hours, and directions, go to btcamper.com.
KFC knows that when it comes to chicken sandwiches, there's good and there's finger-licking good.
A chicken sandwich? That's good. A 100% white meat KFC chicken sandwich so delicious it forces you to rethink everything you know about sandwiches, including whether or not they even need buns, but then you remember how good a brioche bun can be and then having to rethink your rethinking? That's finger-licking good.
KFC's chicken sandwich, always served hot and crispy, in your choice of classic or spicy. Order now on the KFC app. Kentucky Fried Chicken, that's finger-licking good.
Prices and product availability may vary.
Hi, this is Caitlin. You're listening to the Eggs Morning Show.
Dirty exterior? Don't scrub it. Wet it and forget it. Wet and Forget, the easy outdoor cleaner. Wet and Forget works overtime with Mother Nature to eliminate unsightly black and green stains on the exterior of your home with no scrubbing, power washing, or bleach. Use Wet and Forget on all your outdoor surfaces, including decks, siding, roofs, and patios. Wet and Forget is available as a concentrate or extreme reach hose end. Purchase Wet and Forget in-store or online at Lowe's, Menards, Ace, or Walmart.
Now another hour of The Edge Morning Show on KFNS Troy St. Charles. The Edge Morning Show.
Viper Weather with legendary chief meteorologist Dave Murray.
Hi, this is Viper meteorologist Dave Murray on this Thursday. Lots of sunshine with us. 92 will do it for the high today, so we're a little bit warmer than yesterday, but I still think the humidity levels are going to be in pretty good shape, at least for the middle of summer. Again, about 92 today. Tonight, clear skies dominate. Evening temperatures, think mainly in the mid to upper 80s. 70 will do it for the low on Friday. Partly sunny skies. The morning's still pretty good, but it is going to get kind of hot and definitely humid as we go through the afternoon on Friday. 92 degrees, a peak at the weekend. Saturday, partly sunny skies. It's a hot, humid day Saturday. Couple of spotty thunderstorms. 95 degrees. Sunday, partly sunny. Kind of a changeable sky on Sunday, and there will be scattered showers and thunderstorms. Here comes a cool front from the north. High temperature on Sunday, 85 degrees. Not too bad. From the Viper Weather Center, I'm Chief Meteorologist Dave Murray. Now back to the Edge on 100.7, The Viper.
Whipper River Electric, a Touchstone Energy cooperative. The Edge Morning Show.
Local headlines now with Fox 2's Vic Faust.
Hey guys, welcome back to the show. Time to look at your morning headlines here at 9:02. The Greater St. Louis Book Fair is kicking off today. You can learn more about that on fox2now.com. Great opportunity to pick up some books, especially in this day and age. A crash sends a car near rail tracks and an elderly man was injured. That happened early this morning. Thankfully, nobody died in that incident. Schnucks has a big fundraiser today, helping out first responders working. If you see cyclists riding across Illinois, they're doing so to support fallen officers. This is a big deal every year. The Hazelwood police chief is accused of intoxicated driving. We'll have more on that story coming up today on Fox 2. I'm not quite sure what this is. There's a pop-up diner for Karens right now. It travels the country. Would you consider yourself to be a Karen, Crystal? You're like the last thing.
No, I was drinking coffee when you said that, and I couldn't talk.
God, I hope not.
Yeah.
I'd make a reservation for a few people, though.
Yes.
Okay. The Cortex, which is something that is great in the St. Louis City area, gets a $15 million grant to fix supply chain issues. Certainly good news. You have money coming in there. St. Charles County prosecutor is fighting to keep his driver's license after what he and his attorney say were an illegal arrest. No charges have been brought in that case, by the way. We showed you, fox2now.com has video of a man targeting a pro-Trump candidate in St. Charles. Buddy Harden joined us on the phone to talk about that. Man didn't like the mailer, so he went to the person's house and started berating Buddy Harden's wife. Well, he was arrested for that. That does not pay off.
Good.
Story we did on Fox 2 last night. Beloved Alton business owner was killed in an accident in Jamaica. Sad story over there. You can watch it and hear how people certainly remembering all the great things about her. And also a mammoth meth bust, as we talked about. Like 478 pounds of meth, crystal meth, found in Wildwood, worth a street value of $1 million. And the Cardinals lost last night. We're avoiding it. They had a 6-0 lead. I'm angry. Let's look at your headlines.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
your birthday. That's right, I served you cake. I'm Peggy. Pull your leggy. Happy birthday.
It's your birthday. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. Go.
We have some great birthdays today, July 14th. People born on this day adapt well to life's obstacles, but can be reluctant to face sudden change. The way the river changes its path slowly over time, they too like changes to occur the same way. Being a water sign, a Cancer person is usually sensitive, caring, and generous. Conor McGregor, Irish MMA fighter, right? He's 34 today.
Oh.
Highest paid UFC fighter, right? Do you know Did you know he owns a whiskey brand?
Yes, well, he's made almost
Called
as much.
Yep, exactly. That's what I was going to say. Proper 12. Also, first UFC
How old
fighter.
is he?
He's 34. First UFC fighter to hold 2 weight classes simultaneously, so featherweight and lightweight.
Of course.
Yes.
So, I mean, he's talented.
He helped take UFC
He's
to a whole new
businessman.
level.
Yeah.
Yep, exactly. He's had a lot to say about those brothers lately. Your
the Paul
neighbors'
brothers.
friends.
Yeah, he's just looking for
Your
a payout.
neighbor's friends.
All right,
Yeah, he lives next to them.
Jane Lynch, she's 62 today, won a Primetime Emmy for playing Sue Sylvester in the musical comedy series Glee, right?
Don't remember her.
Oh, she's great. Matthew Fox,
Oh, the
he's
blonde.
56.
Yeah.
He was Charlie in Party of Five and Jack Shepherd
Oh,
in
yeah, I
Lost.
liked him.
Kyle
Little dude,
Ga-
like 5 foot tall.
Oh, is he? I didn't
Yeah.
see that. Kyle Gass, right? He's a musician. He's
Don't
the
know him.
co-founder and member of Tenacious D, right? He's with Jack Black, another band member. They actually have a Grammy, believe it or not. He is
For the
62.
greatest song ever.
Dan Reynolds, he's a singer. He's the lead singer of Imagine Dragons, 35 today.
I did an interview with him. I met him.
They're currently on tour across 5 different countries, 23 upcoming shows.
You did not just say who.
I don't know who that is.
You've never heard of Imagine Dragons?
Sounds like a kid's
They
book.
set a record this last week.
They did? What was the record?
5
Playing in the
sing-
hottest
5
stadium?
singles doing something that no other band did. I'll look it up. Imagine Dragons is one of the most successful bands of all time, Eric.
Really? The Beatles need to know this.
I know. I'm telling you, it's crazy, but they are. And I'm not an Imagine Dragons fan.
Someone calls Zeppelin immediately.
Okay, I'll switch to athletes. Tim Hudson, former MLB pitcher, he's 47
Played
today.
with the Cardinals for a little bit.
Right, currently works as the pitching coach for the Auburn Tigers.
Does he still pitching? The Cardinals need some bullpen help.
And then Harrison Butker, right? NFL place kicker. He's 27 today. Georgia Tech went straight to Kansas City Chiefs, second in NFL history for career field goal percentage at 90.1,
not
trailing only Justin Tucker. So we're wishing the happiest of birthdays to all our famous friends and anybody else out there that has a birthday from your Edge family.
Welcome to the show. You know what today is. Of course I do.
It is National Mac and Cheese Day. It's so cheesy. I love mac and cheese. Great.
Mac and Cheese Day. Cheesy.
Love mac and cheese. National Mac and Cheese Day. You ready to start?
Say cheese. Cheese. Let's start the show.
It's showtime. Hit it.
Hey guys, welcome in to The Edge, the second hour, the fastest 2 hours of morning talk radio. Eric Johnson's here, Chris Knight, Crystal Cooper. I'm Vic Faust of Fox 2. Wait, Eric, you've never really heard of Imagine Dragons?
No. Is this Imagine Dragons?
No.
That's all right. Don't worry about me. I'll be the old guy over in the corner.
We did
listening to my old Led Zeppelin albums.
We read a news story on them 2 days ago, and I'm trying to remember. It was during our 4 p.m., so I was walking to set. But they were the first band to do something and it just came out this week.
Wear
They just had a
polyester on
new-
stage.
They just had a new release. Our listeners may help me out on this. But yeah, they're one of the most successful bands of all time because they were able to do this. And it blew my mind. I was like, Imagine Dragons?
Huh.
So
It's a
their
great
lead singer-
name. It's a great name. It sounds like a band you'd go see at Six Flags.
Maybe.
Maybe they played Six Flags.
Todd says, what is Jane debating Sam Page on Fox? I wish it was happening. There will be no debate because Sam Page won't debate Jane Duker. And it's unfortunate, and I'm not making up anything here. He has refused to accept a debate opportunity.
Then you honestly need to go reach out to Jane and say, this is all you, babe.
St. Louis County, you're not going to have one. St. Louis
Why?
County voters need to remember that, hey, maybe it's good, maybe it's not. But if you're somebody who's upset that the county executive won't debate and talk about issues, then maybe you need to remember that when
Why
when
are you
it's
going
time
to
to
punish
vote.
Jane Duker for wanting to show up to a debate that will
Why
make...
are you going to punish Vicky Hartzler or Billy Long? Because
They will-
listen.
No, they're-
because
they're
want
invited.
They want a debate, but there can't be a debate unless you have everybody.
Why can't you debate Vicky Hartzler and Long?
No, you can't, Eric.
I
It
don't
would be
understand it.
terrible.
I love
would
you
be
guys.
terrible.
You guys are the
You
hands
can't
down
just have
leader in media in
two.
St. Louis.
You can't
period.
have just two people.
Yes, you can.
You can't.
You
have,
can have two.
You can't
Dude,
have 3 and 4.
That is, to me, it's not about. To me, it's not about Greitens and Schmidt. It's about the other people. That are like, hey,
But
we're
you
here.
can't just have 3 and 4, Eric. That's the problem.
Hey, Andy, thanks for that. First band to have 4 songs surpass 1 billion streams.
Yeah, there you go, Eric. That's one of the most successful bands. Can you repeat that?
I thought
Eric,
Gangnam Style did that.
No, Eric.
Okay, so
I'm
first-
telling you, Imagine Dragons, one of the most successful
Yeah.
bands of all time, and listen to this. This is
Yeah.
crazy.
All right,
So
here we go.
first band to have 4 songs surpass 1 billion streams.
That's insane. That is absolutely
So okay,
a
so
billion streams.
I was trying to think of a song. You know that you've probably heard this one, the thunder and the,
The
lightning.
thunder. He's heard
right?
it.
Oh, my God.
Lightning and the thunder.
I thought that
Not
was
Thunderstruck.
Not a singer.
I thought
sorry.
I thought that was Dropkick Murphy.
Stop it.
I did. I don't know these new bands. I'm sorry. I apologize to all of you little guys.
Repeat again. 4 songs.
Yeah, it was 4 songs that surpass 1 billion streams.
Holy crap.
Mm-hmm.
See, it's hard for old musicians to understand the
Yeah.
streaming
Yeah.
aspect of
Amen,
things
brother.
now. And
It's hard for the new musicians to understand this.
but if you get a
How do you
billion,
monetize
a
that?
billion, they're monetizing it with advertising. There's a ton of money there, Eric.
So you don't even make money
4
off the unit
songs with
sales
a billion
anymore?
streams.
How? Can you get somebody on the old record labels and tell me how they make
That
money?
would be you. I don't know that. You bring somebody on.
I might know a few
That would
people
be a great
actually.
interview.
Okay, so the 4 songs are Radioactive, Demons, Believer, and
Demons.
Thunder.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Never heard of any of them.
The thunder.
That's Dropkick Murphy.
No, it's not.
Okay.
All
I'm
right.
sorry. No,
That's okay.
I do feel bad. I feel like Billie Eilish did when she was asked who's Van Halen. Remember when Jimmy Kimmel asked him who's Van Halen? She goes, I have no idea. I feel like the opposite of that.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you know who Halsey is?
Cerebral palsy? Who's
No.
Halsey?
No, he's not going to know who Halsey is.
Do you?
Yes, Eric. Yes, I do. And Aaron says he
All right,
thought
Ariana
Matt.
Grande.
Well, he's heard
No?
about. Yeah, he knows.
Look at his
Sounds
face
like,
still.
that sounds
He's-
like a drink. at
Ariana
Starbucks.
Grande is like.
Yeah. Halsey?
Grande's like old now.
I was just chucking because
Is she old?
Aaron says Matt Holliday used Radioactive as a walk-up song from
Okay.
Imagine Dragons.
Okay.
You've heard of Matt Holliday, I hope?
Yes, no Matt Holliday.
Okay.
You know what I love? Sorry, it popped in my brain.
Yeah.
I was watching TV and they were doing the promo for the baseball All-Star game that's coming up, and it's a Black Keys song, which I was actually like kind of surprised about
Who?
because
A what
the
song?
Black Keys.
Who's
See,
that?
that's what I mean. It's one of my favorite bands.
I've never heard of the Black Keys.
You
Well,
mean the Black Eyed Peas?
No, the Black Keys.
The Black
Is it a piano band?
And I've heard
They
I was
do a
at
lot
the
of
Busch
piano
State,
stuff?
kind of, and then like I heard it's 2 guys.
The Black Keys, that's all pentatonic.
Not piano.
You can-
No, it's not piano. They're anyway.
If you play all the Black Keys, you can make any Japanese song you want. Try it sometime. Just don't play any of the white keys. You can play any Japanese.
Yeah.
Do
I
it.
know what you're
Yeah. But anyway, I just was like,
Oh
I
my
didn't know if you
Don't
guys
do
would know
it.
who
It's
they
a,
were.
it's a trick. It's a trick. I just taught you guys something.
You can't take Asian songs and make American songs.
We could try.
No, it's very pentatonic. It's a pentatonic scale.
What are
In
they
the
called?
true
What are they
form.
called again, Crystal?
The Black Keys.
The Black Keys. I've never heard of them either.
All right. Anybody on Facebook know the Black
And
Keys?
I try to educate myself with young music, old music. I've never heard of the Black Keys.
No, they've been around for a really long time.
Oh,
Apparently,
they're
they're
old.
playing at Hollywood
Yes.
Amphitheater Friday.
All right.
Who?
How about that? The Black
the
Keys.
Black Eyed Peas. I mean, Black Keys.
What the hell?
The Black Eyed Keys. They're called the Black Keys.
Yes.
I wonder if Joe Biden's ever heard of the Black Eyed Peas. or
I
the
think
Black
you guys
Keys.
would know some of their songs if I played them.
Oh,
I
no
just-
doubt. We've heard it in many grocery stores.
I thought you were going to say elevators, hotels,
Elevators.
conference rooms.
And we're not trying to slam that
No.
music at all. We
No.
just don't know it. We don't
Yeah, I'd
know.
like to hear it. We'll have Chris play it at some point.
Well, if you see the All-Star Game promo, that's one of their songs. There you go. But I mean, they were playing it in Busch Stadium the
Well,
other day
Kathy
too.
says, I'm 64 and I like the Black Keys. So I guess that's your genre. like 60s?
No,
maybe?
they're everything.
I like
all
new.
kinds of people listen to
I
it.
like new music. I listen to Seal all the time.
Stop it.
Who's that?
What are you talking about? Is that not new anymore?
Well, Glenn's kind of he's a strange bird from the line, Glenn Thompson, and he says he likes the Black Keys, so that would make sense.
Okay.
Glenn's kind of he's kind of like an outskirts guy, type of guy.
They're not outskirty.
Glenn's like, okay, well, I need to listen to him. I'll find him on.
Do you remember Anthony Bourdain, the chef?
Of course.
Okay, well, if you ever watched his show, that was a Black Keys song.
Okay,
that was
cool.
his favorite band ever. He
Oh,
actually
that's
even
awesome.
had them on a few episodes.
The Black Keys. Where are they
I
from?
want to say they're out of Kansas City.
Okay.
The
All right,
Black
cool. We'll check
Keys?
them out.
I gotta double
Love to
check
learn.
that, but-
Maybe I'll like them. Joe Biden.
Oh, Lonely Boy. Yeah,
Yeah.
one best rock song. That's
What
one
about
of theirs.
Sleepy Joe?
I feel like I'm in a different parallel universe right now.
Well, and speaking of being in a different universe,
Here we go.
Our president.
All right.
Okay, just before
Way
he
out
left for
there.
his trip to Israel, he was at an event. This is Joe for our listeners and viewers on Facebook. A reporter asked him, and you'll hear it, but I'll say it now. But a reporter, just to give you an idea, you can't miss this.
Here we go.
Tune in.
Bring it.
Reporter asked him what he has to say to Democrats who don't want him to run again, and the overwhelming amount according to polling. Here's what went down.
Here we go.
Mr. President, what's your message to Democrats who don't want you to run again?
They want me to run.
2/3 say they
Read
don't.
the polls. Read the polls, Jack. You guys are all the same. That poll showed that 92% of Democrats, if I ran, would vote for me.
A majority of Democrats say they don't want you to run again in 2024.
92% said if I did, they'd vote for me.
Mr. President, what's your message to Democrats who don't want you to run again?
He's not
I gotta
lying.
hear it again.
I'll explain it.
I'll
in a second.
explain it to you.
Read the polls, Jack. You guys are all the same. That poll showed that 92% of Democrats, if I ran, would vote for me.
A majority of Democrats say they don't want you to run again in 2024.
92% said if I did, they'd vote for me.
Wrong.
Mr. President, what's your message to Democrats?
So the poll is, if you're a Democrat, would you vote for Donald Trump or would you vote for Joe Biden? 92% of those people said they would still vote for Biden.
Correct.
That's a no-brainer. The other poll that he's not talking about, and this is the reporter's fault, is that 62% of Democrats want someone else to run. That is not good.
It's major.
They put it this way.
Major.
Put it this way. When Trump was running, they asked Republicans.
Like 90%.
It was 90%. So you have 62% of your own party saying we need someone else in there. That's what the reporter screwed up.
Yeah, well, and he didn't. Yeah, that's the problem. And also, Joe's handlers give him information, and Joe doesn't understand everything all the time. I mean, it's clear by his response. And if Joe had an idea, he would have explained that.
Yeah.
92% of people want me. Jack?
Yeah.
Hey, Jack.
Jack.
Come
Yeah.
on, man, Jack.
Yeah.
Well, he's always had issues with reporters, and he gets angry. The most famous one is when he was at the Detroit auto plant.
Yeah.
I don't work for you.
Yeah.
I
remember that.
He comes across as the mean guy that
He's
lives
the
by
guy-
himself on the
yeah.
corner of the street. Get off my yard. Get out of here.
He's the old Muppet up in the stands on the Muppet Show. He's the old guy.
I wish he had a. We need a uniter. We need a uniter in this country, and I'm afraid we're never going to get one.
Sure we are. DeSantis.
Yeah. He's really a uniter.
DeSantis went into Florida.
He pisses off Democrats
Hold on
more
now.
than Trump.
Hold on now. Hold on now.
DeSantis?
I love it.
He may unite Republicans, but not the country.
Help me out, Facebookers. Help me out.
Well, they're all conservatives.
No, I know, but DeSantis went into Florida, and he immediately had endorsements from Democratic mayors in the cities there. Said DeSantis came in and helped us out. He's doing a fantastic job. Democratic mayors.
Yeah, these are.
And he did form coalitions with these guys.
He was but he's part Latino as well.
Okay, then that's even better.
Yeah,
Dude,
well,
but they said that you cannot win a
Texas
Democratic.
Democrats despise him, Eric. Look it up. They despise DeSantis. Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
And Democrats
The
around the country
polling
will
is unbelievable.
Oh my God, he is so. No. Eric, he will not win the hearts of Democrats. He
Not
is
the
as
hold
hardcore
on.
and conservative as they come.
You don't have to
You're just
win.
saying
Wait.
better than Trump,
Wait.
right?
Wait. You don't have to win the hearts of anybody anymore. Because here's the deal. Trump lost because he wasn't winning the hearts or losing the hearts. They just didn't like Trump. They were voting against Donald Trump to get this clown into office. Biden, right? Okay.
And
well,
Dominion.
if DeSantis comes out and says, look, we're going to tackle inflation, and we're going to do it this way. We're going to tackle high gas prices. We're going to tackle CRT, which soccer moms of America do not want in their classrooms. We're going to tackle the border. Democrats are not, they're not AOC Democrats anymore. And there are millions upon millions upon millions of blue-collar Democrats who are more Republican than they are Democrat anymore. You ask any GM Democrat these days, are you a socialist? They're going to say, no, I'm a union worker Democrat. I've been doing that, voting that for years.
Yeah.
Those are the people that a DeSantis could win over. Not to mention, he could win over the Latino communities. He could land so he could. I'm telling you.
Could. What? Here's the problem.
That's what we're doing here. We're
Eric,
Saturday morning quarterback.
Eric, here's your problem. And I understand your age group and the people.
No.
Let me finish here. I promise
that's
you,
not fair.
I'm going to help you. You're talking about people 50 and older. I'm going to tell you right now, all of the polling 35 years and younger has nothing to do, does not want anything to do with a Ron DeSantis type of politician. Not even close. Age is not your demographic. Age is not your demographic. It is a part of it.
It is a part of it, but it's not your demo. Your demo is who is the way that they do.
Well, let's take you back to the start, though.
Okay.
What's your point about DeSantis? You think that what?
I think DeSantis would be a fantastic unifier. That he would bring people together. That he knows how to communicate.
I'm not trying to be disrespectful.
You don't think he knows how to? You don't think he knows how to communicate?
He knows how to communicate. There is nobody that's going to bring this country together. Right
I don't think you're.
Roe v. Wade.
No,
he's against abortion.
Look. Here's the deal,
Eric. It's over right there.
Here's the deal.
You're done.
Here's the deal.
That's how he is.
Here's the deal. We have been presented on both sides of the coin with extremists. Trump, no doubt. MAGA, Make America Great. He was an extremist. Let's be honest. He was. I don't think it's extremist to us, but he was extremist to the other side. On their side, they have a Bernie Sanders socialist who should be running for president in Cuba, and they have AOC, and they have Ilhan Omar, and that's extremist to the other side. So what you're talking about, Vic,
there's not a uniter.
What you're talking about, Vic, is someone that can come on in coherently, like myself, coherently identify the problems of the country, say this is how we're going to fix it, this is how we're going to execute on it, and we're going to bring everybody together.
Yeah, we had that.
Who?
His name was Donald Trump.
No,
and people didn't accept him. Yes, he did.
No, when you go into
he showed you what he was going to do. He promised what he was going to do. He did it. He tried to bring the country together. He was treated horribly by the media. DeSantis would get it worse because people already know DeSantis, and he doesn't have the love of people that Trump had before he ran. There is no Republican that the national media will ever unite behind, Eric. I'm sorry, you're living in a pipe.
I disagree with that.
I know.
Because DeSantis is not. Hold on. DeSantis.
The media
okay,
pushes
wait. Because DeSantis is not a bomb thrower. He just basically is a communicator.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not.
Oh, my God.
No, he's not.
Hey, you haven't seen his press conferences in Florida.
Because he's basically defending what he's
But
doing.
he's throwing bombs.
But not like a Trump.
Oh, my God.
Not like a Trump where he's asking.
Eric, just 2 months ago, he was doing a press conference and kids were standing behind him with masks on. He's like, get those masks off. You ain't going to have any mask up here. And then he was ripped by all of the school districts of the state of Florida. He is not a uniter with Democrats. They despise DeSantis. Despise him because he does things like that. He's basically, F you, we're doing it this way.
And guess what? His state is number one in the country.
I know, but
as
now you're saying, okay, but now you've switched the goal. You've switched the argument.
Well, that's a pretty good.
He's not going to be a uniter for Democrats.
If you're going to take your suitcase into a debate, like Eric Schmidt.
Hey, I think DeSantis is doing a great job in Florida, and the stats prove it as you say. But he's not going to unite Democrats.
So
never.
I think that the 30-somethings are going to go, I'm done with these gas prices. And when Republicans can put that around their throat, they're done. I don't think that 30-somethings give a damn. They want to know who caused this problem, And how do I get out of it?
Yeah.
How do I get an apartment for $1,200 a month and not $2,000 a month?
Mm-hmm.
He does, but here he does do this, Eric, as Kevin says. DeSantis throws haymakers. That's why I love him. He does. I mean, he throws knockout punches. And he's basically
but in a smart way. But in a smart way.
Not, I don't think they're so controversial.
But it's not making Democrats happy or believe in him. I can tell you.
Why do you think some of it? Let's go over his
Democrats
haymakers.
do not.
Let's go over his
like
haymakers.
him.
Let's go over his haymakers.
We got to go to break.
Hold on. Let's say this. He's in the middle of a discussion on camera. He's talking about critical race theory is not going to be taught here in the state of Florida.
Bingo.
What haymaker is that? We're going to go back to the basics and teach these kids
Listen to his speeches.
That's not a haymaker.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's because everything's gotten so crazy that way.
Exactly.
That it makes it sound like a haymaker.
All right, well,
but
here's another one.
Here's another one. You got to
But it
talk from the
shouldn't be.
perspective of a Democrat.
10 years
not
ago, that
from
wouldn't have been a haymaker.
Republican or Libertarian, which are your two sides.
Here's another one. A mother is a female. A female is someone with a right. That
And
was
you're
another
gonna piss
thing he
the
went
F
through.
out of
Why?
the left. Eric,
Are you
I'm not
kidding
here
me?
to tell you why. I'm here to tell you he's not going to unite Democrats from his thinking and his policies. They're not uniting Democrats.
I don't know, man.
You're going to see soon, very soon.
I think
and then
that-
I'm going to remind you, and you're going to say, yeah, you were right again, because Democrats have a completely different
So
feeling
you think
than
Democrats
DeSantis.
have their thumb on the voice of on the people of the United States? No, I think the
No,
Democrats are like, I'm
Democrats
sick of this.
no, they're not.
They're not sick of critical race theory. They're not sick of high inflation prices.
No,
They're not sick of the Green New
because guess
Deal. They're
why?
not sick of blah, blah,
And
blah.
I'll give you a local example,
Here we
too.
go. Go ahead.
Because you had three school districts in this last election that remained under Democratic control even after everything. They
Who
still
are they?
voted. They still voted in. Webster stayed the same. Kirkwood stayed the same. Ladue stayed the same. St. Louis County school districts. Democrats are going to vote Democrat, Eric, and they're not going to be united by a guy that's telling them no CRT. A woman is not a woman. A man can be whatever they want. And yeah, CRT, yeah, we want it. I'm just telling you, Eric, it's Democrats want their thing, Republicans want theirs. There is no uniter, and it sucks.
Then I'm running.
I would love it. I'd vote for you. Eric Johnson, Chris Knight, Crystal Cooper. I'm Vic Faust of Fox 2. Don't go anywhere. When we come back, just wait till you see the Instagram message that the vice president put out
This is unbelievable.
about a fellow African American.
Oh, it's just sickening.
It's unfortunate that one African American would treat another this way, especially after the plight. Does you hear people talk about. Listen, we've been talking about this on the show for 2 years. Everybody needs to support everybody. Well, Kamala's going after a young African American Republican. So we'll let you guys decide what you think. Back with more of The Edge, the fastest 2 hours of Morning Talk Radio right after this.
This is the Edge Morning Show.
Live on 100.7.
The Viper.
Shop in one place, O'Fallon Overhead Doors, for your residential and commercial garage doors and gates. As a locally owned, family-operated business, O'Fallon Overhead Doors provides 5-star service. Their technicians are not paid on commission, so they won't sell you something you don't need. Looking for a new door, a repair, or yearly maintenance? Call O'Fallon Overhead Doors on Continental Drive in Wentzville, 272-2722. Showroom open weekdays 8 till 4:30. Free estimates on new doors. Visit O'FallonOverheadDoors.com.
Do you want to work for the biggest medical cannabis company in the state of Missouri? Belief Medical is looking for dynamic individuals to join our newest facility in Jonesburg. We are currently hiring for post-harvest technicians and offer 100% company-paid benefits that include medical, dental, and vision, as well as a starting pay of $15 per hour. If you're 21 or older and ready to join a great company that offers great pay and great benefits, visit our website at beliefmedical.com. BELEAF medical.com.
If you want the best, don't settle for the rest. Come to F&S. F&S Collision Repair provides the best customer service, quality of work, paint color match, and paintless dent repair. They do it all. No job too big or too small. Just what your car or truck ordered. F&S Collision. Call today to schedule your appointment and get that car repaired. F&S Collision Repair.
This year, Progress West Hospital celebrates 15 years of caring. A member of BJC Healthcare, Progress West Hospital has had the privilege of serving the St. Charles County community since 2007, proudly delivering more than 9,800 babies, treating more than 330,000 emergency patients, and performing more than 36,000 surgeries. Thank you for entrusting Progress West Hospital, your best medicine close to home, for 15 years. To learn more about Progress West Hospital, visit progresswest.org.
Hi, my name is Takia, and a little thing that I love about the Smokehouse Barbecue Bacon Sandwich is when I take a bite, it's the perfect blend from the bacon to the cheese. It's perfection.
Hey, I'm Katora, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A mac and cheese is it kind of melts in your mouth, so you know it's creamy, cheesy, and delicious. This gooey mac makes me cheese every time.
Order dinner delivered on the Chick-fil-A app today. Delivery fee and other restrictions apply. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Midnight Auto Supply in St. Peters carries a full line of automotive parts and paints. They're a PPG Platinum distributor of automotive paint and industrial coatings and auto body shop supplies. For over 40 years, your hometown auto parts store is Midnight Auto. Stop in at Midnight Auto Supply in St. Peters, just off Mexico Road, 447-4000, 447-4000, on the web at mid-niteautosupply.com.
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive save over $700 on average, and those savings add up. Imagine what you could buy in the future.
The graphics are so real on this video game console I bought with the savings from switching to Progressive 10 years ago. I can't tell what's real and what's the game, which I think is what people want. You know, in the future, which it is currently.
So switch to Progressive and save big, because those savings can add up in the future. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. National annual average insurance savings by new customers surveyed who saved with Progressive in 2020. Potential savings will vary.
At Locke's Family Hair Salon in St. Peters, the emphasis is on family. Women, men, and children's styles to make everyone look amazing. And they have their new line of Locke's shampoo and conditioner, just for Locke's clients. For cuts, color, perms, and more. Come in for Brazilian blowouts, face waxing, makeup, and hair extensions too. On Mexico Road in St. Peters by Smoothie King. For directions and appointment information, go to loxfamilyhairsalon.com. Locke's Family Hair Salon, where family is everything.
Now, back to the Edge Morning Show.
Eric, this is Imagine Dragons.
I've heard this.
It's not Imagine Dragons.
Oh,
I'm messing with you.
The Weekend.
We've talked about this song in the show before.
Yeah, I got caught dancing on camera last week to this one.
I don't know who does this. Is this Nelly?
The Weekend.
The Weekend.
The
We
Weekend.
That's a band.
I honestly heard this song. My wife said,
Your wife likes this.
yeah, she says, hey, The Weeknd is playing when they did the Super Bowl. I said, who the hell is The Weeknd? I never even heard of this band or person,
This guy, yeah.
but I heard the song.
You've never heard the song, Eric? Yes, you have. You're lying.
Let's take this call real quick.
I've heard this.
All right, you're on the edge. Who do we have, Chris?
I don't know. Good morning.
Oh, it's Rosalind. Chris, I got out of Facebook jail. I agreed with you back in April on something you said.
Yeah.
And Facebook found it, and they put me in jail for 6 days.
Oh,
so I'm back.
Good job, Chris.
She's I'm back, baby.
I'm sorry.
I was wondering where you were.
I agree with you. I could end up in Facebook jail sometimes.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. What was it?
But I'm glad I ended up in jail for that reason.
What was it? What was it that you agreed on?
You were talking about transgenders, and you got into talking about them teaching kids in the public schools.
Yeah.
And you were talking about being mental illness, and I agreed with you, and man, I ended up in Facebook jail.
Sorry.
So, glad to be back.
Yeah, we're glad to have
Roz,
you
we're
back.
glad you're back. Thanks for listening. Thanks for jumping
Well,
in
I
on
know
Facebook.
some people on there that aren't glad I'm back.
Oh.
But that's okay. Drew will get over it, and so will Parker.
Roz,
Okay, have a good day.
Roz's best
You
call.
too.
Roz's best call.
Don't follow Chris.
Facebook jail?
Damn.
Chris will take you into trouble.
I've never been in Facebook jail.
You haven't liked any of my posts.
You'll get a one-way ticket real fast.
You know that's right.
Donna says, I was in jail too. Most of the listeners on the Facebook line have been in jail at some point in time. We were talking about music, Eric. Okay, here's a poll. The top 10 in rock, pop, and hip-hop regarding a new study determining the best songs to listen to when it comes to falling asleep.
Okay.
What?
The best songs to listen to fall asleep.
Okay.
The study. I'm not going to. Okay, I'll go through the list. Basically, the songs share qualities with lullabies like tempo and energy. Now, I'm talking your kind of game here, Eric.
I'm digging it.
Top 10 in rock, pop, and hip hop. The first is rock. Where do you want to go? You want to start with rock, pop, or hip hop?
Let's start with rock. What are you going to do? Just give it to us
Rock
and then
songs.
we'll put them in the order?
No, they have a top 10 for each of them. Blows my mind. Okay. You may know some of the songs, you may not. Top 10 to help you fall asleep when you're falling asleep, rock songs. Number 10, Imagine. Imagine all. John Lennon. Number 9, Desperado from the Eagles. 8, Every Breath You Take. Police.
You sleep to that?
No, there's no way. That
Walk-
snare drum is way too
Walk
loud.
on the Wild Side, Lou Reed. What the hell is that music?
This is sleep music.
Okay, that's good. Number 6.
Nice.
Is that
The
from
Load.
that Calm app?
Good job. Good job, Chris.
Number 6, Jackson Brown, The Load.
Stupid.
Number 5, Pink Floyd, Wish You Were Here.
Yeah,
Oh my
amen.
God, how the
Amen.
hell would you sleep to that?
Amen.
Number 4, from the Beatles, Golden Slumbers, Carry That Weight.
Never heard of it.
Me
No.
either. Number 3, Elton John, Mona Lisa's and Mad Hatters. Number 2, Led Zeppelin, Going to California.
No.
And your number 1 rock sleep song is by Elton John, Your Song.
Your song.
Okay.
How do you fall asleep to the end of that? He's
I don't
singing
know.
so high and loud at the end of that song, you'd be awake.
Well, we move on to pop.
Here we go.
Number 10, You Broke Me First,
Never heard of it.
Tate McRae. It's
Who?
You Broke Me First. Okay, I think I'm going to know more of these songs than you. Number 9, Billie Eilish, I Don't Want to Be You Anymore.
Billy Idol?
Billie Eilish.
Eilish?
Number 8, Harry Styles, Falling.
Who's Harry Styles?
Stop it. Number 7, John Legend, All of Me. Number 6, I don't know what this is. Triple X,
Triple
Temptation, Changes. Number 5,
Man, what is wrong with
by Triple X Temptation again, The Remedy for a Broken Heart. Number 4, Olivia Rodrigo. You don't know who she is, though, do you?
this? Nobody does.
Favorite Crime.
I know, right?
Number 3, Maroon 5.
I'm telling you what, I almost fell asleep.
Number 3, Maroon 5, Memories. Number 2 and number 1, both by Billie Eilish.
Yeah.
So number 2 is When the Party's Over. Number 1, I Love You. And
I
finally,
love you
there's
too.
and I don't know how you could listen to hip hop music and fall asleep, but apparently there's a list that would help you. Number 10, J. Cole, Middle Child. Now Crystal's going to know these songs more than anybody.
Yeah, number 9, I don't get it.
Number
at all.
9 is Drake, Nonstop.
No.
How the hell would you sleep to
No.
Drake?
I know, right?
8 is Ballin' by Mustard and Roddy Rich. Number 7, Asparagus. No, it's Broccoli. By Shelly FKA Drop featuring Little Yachty. Number 6, Gucci Gang by Little Pump.
Get some.
Number
some.
5, Swang, Ray Shremmerd.
Love it.
Stay Solid Rocky comes in at number 4.
Nobody
Party
knows
Girl.
No, I know not
Nope.
one of the songs.
Number 3, you'll know this one. Post Malone featuring Ty Dolla $ign, Psycho.
No,
No.
Who wants to fall asleep to Psycho?
never heard it.
Macklemore and Ryan Lewis featuring Mary Lambert.
Who's Macklemore?
Same Love, number 2.
Never heard of
Macklemore's from Seattle, dude.
Never heard of
Isn't he? And number 1, this is a good song. Post Malone and Swally, Sunflower.
It's Sway.
Or Sway Lee. I like that song.
Macklemore, you know, he did the thrift
I'm
shop
a
song.
sunflower.
Never heard it.
No.
Never heard the thrift songs. Is that poppin' tags?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm gonna
So you do know him. I knew I'd get
Yeah.
it.
That's a good song.
I got $40 in my pocket.
Love it.
It's
Yeah.
a pretty funny song.
And our audience is all asleep right
Dude,
now.
I'm asleep.
Wake up.
I think.
Oh.
Yeah. Don't get us cut off, Chris. We play music with words, we get cut off. Yeah, baby. It's time to talk Kamala.
Right. I just can't believe that tweet that she, or what'd you say, Instagram?
Well, we're going to show it. Can we pop it up right now and
we
I'll
can do
read
it.
from it?
Let's do it.
When's the last time you saw a vice president going after, literally going after other politicians online? And this is interesting because of, sharing an African-American culture.
You mean French American?
Oh, you're calling Kamala French American.
Yeah, she's French American.
Okay.
French Jamaican American.
All
Sounds
right.
like a fantastic.
Well, Kamala
shake,
Harris
by the way.
felt the need to go after Alex Stovall, a young, very intelligent African-American politician. Alex Stovall, if anybody doesn't know who he is, he's running for Congress from Arizona. He's a minister. He's a veteran, but he's a conservative. And the vice president goes after this guy, a young African-American, trying to make something for himself because he has different viewpoints than her. She says in all caps, as you see, do not follow Alex for Arizona. He is a young, all caps, black, interesting, Republican spreading misinformation against the Biden-Harris administration with an exclamation point.
Wow.
He's also attacking the Democratic caucus, exclamation point. Instagram. Now she's calling Instagram out. This is what some politicians will do on the left, which is unfortunate. Instagram needs to ban him, exclamation point.
Freedom of speech.
Do not follow him.
Excuse me?
Well, Alex just got free advertising. I agree with you, Dottie. And of course, Drew Collins. I thought Drew was all about the African-American
Amen,
plight
brother.
and race.
That's right.
And now you're ripping a young man because he has a different viewpoint than you.
Drew!
And,
freedom of
and Drew,
speech.
come on.
Drew.
And this guy has every right to say what he wants to and should not be banned by Instagram because he has a different viewpoint.
Drew.
That's all right. People don't know that
If
we
this
paid.
guy gets
we
banned,
paid
then Drew should be banned.
We pay Drew to say this stuff, right? We pay Drew, right, Chris? Don't you pay him on the side?
Yeah, is he he's the
Eric
conflict.
does.
He's the conflict on the Morning Edge.
Yeah.
We pay the guy. He actually doesn't even live in the United States.
Freedom of there it is. Tracy says it. We don't have freedom of speech anymore. You do not have a country that is free unless you have the First Amendment, and it's freedom of speech.
No, I think there's a trick. So the whole cancel culture thing is going to come to an end.
I hope so.
And I'm
I'm
going to tell
sick
you
of
how.
it.
I'm going to tell
Me
you
too.
how. I think that our friend Elon Musk and Joe Rogan and Bill Maher, these guys have blazed a path right through cancel culture. They're like,
So that's a good point.
they're like, F you. I'm going to say what I want. And not only
Dave
am I
Chappelle.
Dave Chappelle.
Yes.
I'm not only going to say what I want,
But you
I'm
have
going to
to
say
have-
it louder
Yeah,
and
but
I'm going
they're-
to with more frequency.
Yeah, but these are guys, Eric, that have attained a high level of notoriety.
Well, this young politician has got more notoriety now than he'll ever need because of what Kamala Harris has said.
Well, Kevin says that Drew isn't racist, Eric. He hates everyone.
Can I think about that for a second?
He doesn't pick and choose.
Drew he comes from the
Drew,
John
I
Parker
appreciate
school.
you.
He comes from the John Parker school.
No, he doesn't.
He
Yes, he
speaks
does.
out of both sides
yes,
of his
he does.
mouth. He
There
wants-
are people on the planet, sorry to tell you, that see things through the skin color, that have that little filter over their eyes, and it's skin color based. And if it comes to me and it's like, oh look, a politician, he's black, he must be Democrat. Nice to meet you. Wait a minute, what? You're a Republican? Oh my God, worst thing ever.
Mm-hmm.
So he can be hypocritical at the same time as he can say we're all. It is so disrespectful.
Yeah.
It is so disrespectful to think that everyone in your demographic votes the same way.
Yeah.
It is it's unbelievable to me that Drew would say something like that, or Kamala would say something like that. They have their own minds. They're free spirits. They can look at the situation how they want. Don't lump everybody together. Like Latinos. You're letting Latinos over the border because you think they're going to vote for you. It turns out they're not. Mm-hmm. It turns out that Latinos don't like being called Latinx or whatever it's called.
Well,
Or tacos.
Latinos or Mexicans, that are legal don't, Eric. The ones that aren't legal yet, who may be allowed to vote somehow, some way, which is what you have to prove, whether there are illegal mail-in ballots coming. Because the one thing we have to remind people, I'm not trying to get us off track there, is all the votes were recounted, yes, but they weren't. The recounts that took place did not verify whether those ballots were legal or where they were coming from. They just went back and checked. Oh, we did the recounts. Yeah, you did the recounts, but you didn't verify every single vote, and that was the problem.
Right.
So yeah, I agree. But I get your point. The ones that are coming across and becoming legal, yeah, they're like, "Are you kidding me?"
Yeah. Look at that. There's literally voting blocks in Texas that have voted Democrat for 100 years that are now Republican because they don't want abortion shoved down their throat. They don't want critical race theory shoved down their throat. They can't believe the prices. They don't subscribe to anything. They don't want socialism because their ancestors came from socialist countries.
Yeah. Well,
These people, they're in for a
Stovall,
rude awakening.
Well, this Alex Stovall, and everybody should get his name out there, should support him and should follow him if you have a desire to. And just because the vice president of the United States, who has the lowest approval ratings of any vice president ever in the history of our country, which is unfortunate, says he should be banned from Instagram, no, you should follow Alex if you want.
I want to know what he's lying about. If they're going to say he's lying, tell me what it is then.
Well, he's got a different viewpoint.
No, Drew just flat out said he's lying. Okay, Drew, tell me what he's lying about then.
He won't
tell
do
me
it.
the exact lie.
He won't do it.
Have some facts, and then we'll talk from there.
Great job, Crystal. Yeah, way to put it out. You're right. You can't just say something. You have to back it.
Yeah.
If you just give a flippant comment, it's like, okay, whatever. Where is your proof?
I've
What
asked
are you
Drew
backing
Collins now going on a year for an essay on what it is that Democrats actually stand for that would make this country any better. And he won't do it.
Yeah.
So you can ask him all
He
you
talks out of both
want.
sides of his
Well,
mouth.
she
He
just-
wants us
no,
to make
he's
sure.
a flamethrower.
He wants us to make sure that liberals have they can say their talking points, but the second a Republican is being shut down, he's like, yay!
He has a car full of Molotov cocktails that he lights up, and then he throws out his window and he drives away. That's it. That's how but that's how Democrats are.
But
That's how they are.
Liberals can say whatever they want in Drew's mind, but be a black Republican and shame on you.
Republicans love, and with a capital L, they love to sit there over a cocktail and debate issues because they win every issue. You cannot have a discussion about any of the topics that they believe in and not just annihilate them, like giving $1 billion away through the United States government and expect that inflation is going to get fixed.
Well-
you don't know how inflation works then,
Well, this
fool.
young guy must have done something must be making such an impact that the vice president of the United States, who's also African American, spent time to go out of her way to go after him. And all it's going to do now, it's going to promote him. And it's going to solidify conservatives like himself.
Correct.
Especially when she didn't give any examples of his, quote, lying or what he is doing. She threw one of those Molotov cocktails, hoping Instagram will go after him and not allow him to have the same sort of support on social media as somebody else.
Yeah, and that's a shame.
And I can say it because I've said it 100 times. Everybody should be treated equally and have the same opportunities. You don't get banned because somebody disagrees with what you're saying.
No. And that's why we're still keeping hope alive that Elon's going to be able to buy Twitter and have enough. Enough is enough. Twitter could make money. Elon wants to know the bot thing. And if the bot thing comes through, we might have a free
Which is why
speech.
Twitter was down this morning, by the way.
Is it back?
I don't know. Let me
No,
check.
the entire market's down 600 points right now.
No, I meant Twitter was down.
How much-
meaning,
Like it was
meaning
off?
it was
Why?
off.
Oh, Twitter was down.
At 2
I
a.m.
thought you were talking about the stock
hours?
No,
price.
you weren't here. We were talking. Twitter was off. It went off air at 2 a.m.
For what reason?
There's let the speculation begin. Cleaning bots.
Cleaning bots! So now Elon's going to come back and there's going to be only 40,000 users.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't know what happened.
We'll sell this to you for $1 billion a user. That's amazing. How about that, Vic? How about that?
And from the Facebook line, people are happy that Kamala did what she did because now more people are going to know who Alex Stovall is.
Yeah, good. They're idiots.
I just, Sometimes you got to let your anger just sit back. Don't go after somebody.
I'll tell you what. The one thing I didn't agree with Barack at all about anything. But
Twitter's
that guy,
back up, by the way.
But Barack Obama was a master. He put master classes together. How to handle the media, how to communicate, how to get through rough pieces of legislation. He was fantastic. Now, his policies were god-awful. No one will disagree with that. God-awful. But the guy
Republicans
was
think
so
that,
good.
but Democrats don't.
Obamacare is a piece of garbage. It's literally a lead weight around
It has really
entire.
shown. It has really shown to not be so successful.
It's not successful at all because the Democrats have no place messing with anything that deals with funding, finances. They just have no place doing anything that is adult. Anything you would do in your house that's adult, like paying bills and stuff, Democrats should never do. Because I'm seriously, they shouldn't. Because they'll be bankrupt and go buy a Ferrari. That's how the Democrats think. Oh, we're bankrupt. Well, let's go buy a Ferrari.
Guys, I know we've only got a couple of minutes here. This is very interesting. Kevin Joseph says, because the bot community votes. Then Aaron Bland says, they literally just asked me earlier this week to verify I'm a real person.
Damn!
They're definitely up to something.
They're up to something. Elon's a genius. He goes to space and you guys don't do anything. But
Is he going to figure out the voting systems?
That'd be nice.
We need to have elections that everybody agrees with, no matter what the outcome is.
Exactly. Vic, preach. Keep preaching.
I mean, that's it. There's nothing more to preach
There's
about.
no more ballot boxes in the middle of North St. Louis. There's no more mail-in ballots 4 days after an election.
You mean I can't drop a U-Haul off? With
There's no
200,000
there's
votes
no
in it?
Well,
bags.
you can't. Here's the thing: you can't stop counting. For the first time in the history of our country, voting stopped. We stopped counting votes. And then when it returned, there were major changes in at least 3 states. It's like, come on. I don't know what happened, and I'm not jumping on the conspiracy theory, but I am telling you this. Something nefarious happened, and we stopped counting votes for the first time in the history of our country.
Yeah.
That can't happen again.
And you know what? When it comes to voting, if it looks nefarious, if there's a hidden camera somewhere at 2 a.m. and there's an election worker doing something that looks a little off, that's fair game. So if you're losing an election by maybe hundreds of votes, the margins are like at 0.00 whatever. That is where the problems are. It's not. It basically comes down to this. I will never stop saying this. The day that I saw the Iraqis put their thumb in that purple paint because they needed to get it right was the day I said, that's what the United States, there's the bar, United States. You need to be there.
We got to get to break. And as we go to break, Pam, I agree with you. We are better than Gutfield. We're better than Gutfield. Yeah, this crew is much better than the crew they have. We are. We're just better. We're just not on
There's
Fox
nothing
News.
wrong with that.
We're just not on Fox News.
That's right.
Pam, thank you. We appreciate
Doesn't
it.
mean we're not going to
Thanks,
be.
Pam.
You're on Fox News.
Yeah, you're on Fox News.
I'm on Fox 2.
Can't forget about the 2.
The 2. All right, back with more right after this.
The Edge Morning Show is coming right back.
Keep your resolution to quit cigarettes this time. Go to I Quit Vapor, 852 Bryan Road, O'Fallon. I Quit Vapor carries the salt nicotine systems, their latest juice flavors, and all of their pod systems. Let their staff explain why the salt nicotine system is so effective in helping you to quit cigarettes for good. It has a much smoother delivery and allows you to adjust the amount of nicotine intake. I Quit Vapor is still your one-stop shop for everything vapor. Keep your quit cigarette resolution this time. Go to I Quit Vapor, 852 Bryan Road, O'Fallon.
Please leave a message at the beep.
Hey, it's fun. Remember me? Miss you, buddy. Look, I know it's been a minute, but we gotta get the fam back down to Holiday World and Splash and Safari. They've got 3 of the top 5 water coasters in the world. Remember getting soaked on Mammoth and Cheetah Chase? Or screaming down monster roller coasters like Thunderbird and Voyage? Tickets are still at holidayworld.com. Oh, the kids want to say something. Go ahead.
All right, where are we going for breakfast?
I kind of want a breakfast quesadilla.
Oh, I didn't know they were doing quesadillas for breakfast these days.
Well, Taco Bell is.
Wow, I had no idea.
Yeah, they have this Bell breakfast box now that comes with this breakfast quesadilla that's super cheesy and a hash brown.
Okay, I wish I knew about this earlier.
And it has Cinnabon Delights and a coffee in it.
Why did I not know about this earlier?
Try the new $5 Bell breakfast box, only at Taco Bell. At participating U.S. Taco Bell locations during breakfast hours only, 7 to 11 a.m. for a limited time. Contact local store for prices and participation when fair. Tax extra. Drinks exclude freezes.
How long does it take to tackle a home project? With Angie, you could cross it off your list before this ad is over. Just tell us what you need. Indoor or outdoor, repair or redesign, and we handle the rest, sending a top pro to get it done. You don't have to lift a finger, except to tap the screen or click the mouse. Plus, Angie is free to use. So bring us your next home project, and we'll bring it home. Download the app or go to Angie.com. That's ANGI.com to get started.
My daughter used to be a shining star. I would tell her, there's nothing you can't do. Now, it's like living with a stranger. It happens so fast. Centerpoint Hospital, real help for addiction and hope for a bright future.
If a young person dear to you is facing substance use, the Changing Point at Centerpoint Hospital now offers adolescent treatment solutions with detox, 4-week residential, and outpatient treatment. The Changing Point for adolescents at Centerpoint Hospital. Hope for a bright future.
Get a grip on your finances with People's Bank and Trust's new mobile banking service. You can now manage your accounts, check balances, transfer funds, and pay bills with ease and all from the palm of your hand. Activate your phone today by visiting us online at www.pbtc.net. People's Bank and Trust. Hometown banking the way it should be. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
COVID-19 moves fast, and now you can too. If you feel symptoms, even if they're mild, you should test fast. Test positive and at high risk for severe COVID-19? Then act fast with authorized oral treatments that can be taken at home and must be taken within 5 days from when symptoms begin. COVID-19 moves fast, and now you can too by asking your healthcare provider if an oral treatment is right for you. Learn about a treatment option at treatcv19.com. This message is sponsored by Pfizer.
Here comes more of the Edge Morning Show.
Hey guys, welcome back to the show. Thanks for being with us for another 2 hours. The Morning Edge. Eric Johnson's here. Chris Knight, Chris Cooper, and Vic Faust of Fox 2. No doubt in Eric's mind, Twitter went off air on purpose to clean up the crap.
I know how servers work, man. You got to turn them off and turn them back on to reset.
Just like your computer.
And they also don't trip each other.
No.
That's another thing. Like Facebook.
Yes.
So when Facebook went down, that's like, I know people that work kind of for them. And like there was like, oh, East Coast is out. Okay, no big deal. West Coast is out. Okay, wait, what? Then the middle was out. And it's like they don't trip each other. They're on completely different systems. So if one fails, the other should stay up.
Yes.
So it's done purposely.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go Elon Musk.
Yeah.
Suck out the vermin.
Uh-huh. Get
Suck
some
out
true
the vermin.
numbers.
Eric, Chris, Crystal, I'm Vic. We'll see you tonight for Fox 2 News at 5
What's a
and
good
9.
color for like, your tie tonight that would be like very data-oriented?
Data. Green?
Green.
We'll do green tonight.
And we'll be thinking of Elon the whole
Green?
time.
Green.
Green it is.
You got it.
Talk to everybody tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock. Shanny's up next. Don't have a good day. Have a great day.
Bye.